Hi, I'm Aubrey. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to use a neti pot. And if you're hearing a little bit of an echo, it's because you're here with me in my bathroom today. I'm so happy you've joined me. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to share with you how to use a neti pot today. I don't know about you, but it's like cold and flu season right now. And I learned about a neti pot years and years and years ago. And to be quite frank, I was really kind of scared to use it. And I watched an Oprah, gosh, probably 5 to 10 years ago, where Dr. Oz actually demoed how to use a neti pot. And I was finally brave enough to actually use it for the first time. And so I literally was just about to come use my neti pot. And so I thought, instead of just doing it on my own, I'd just share with you guys of how to do it, because I assume we're more alike than we are different. And so there's probably somebody out there just like me, maybe you're just like me, and you thought, well, I've really considered using it, but I'm kind of freaked out about it. So today I'm going to show you. So first of all, there are a couple different ways to use a neti pot. Some people do, like you've seen, like the Medi saline that you can see, the Medi Mist, say at Walgreens, or you actually can see the pot itself. So I'm going to share with you the reason why I use the pot primarily. Honestly, it's cheaper. Like, you can go get that sinus rinse and it's going to be somewhere, gosh, I don't know, about $5 to $10 for a thing like this, or actually I think it's $10. Maybe it's even more expensive. Regardless, this cost me, I think, $7 or $8 at Walgreens. It was a one-time purchase, right? And this salt literally costs less than $1, and I get a big old jug of distilled water for $1. So literally for $2, I have a couple weeks worth of usage for my neti pot. So for me, it's totally worth it to go the all natural route, homemade route. Now, the reason why it's important to use distilled water over just tap water is because distilled water is distilled, right? So it's completely clean. There's nothing in it. And let's be real, we really don't know what's in our tap water. And I'm not crazy afraid of it being really horrible, but like, there's chlorine and there's all different chemicals in there, and everything that we put up inside of our nose is going to be just absorbed into our body. And I want to keep my body clean, and the whole point of using the neti pot is we're cleaning the stuff out. So I am about to show you and give a live demo of exactly how to use the neti pot. But before I do, let me share with you the reason behind using it. Per Ayurvedic tradition, which is like the science of using herbs and oils and all of that, is it's kind of like yoga's cousin. The practice of Ayurveda is the principle of cleansing the body. So we wash our face, we wash our bodies, but it's hard to get inside to the sinus cavity to cleanse it, and we get inflammation in there, and we produce mucus to get everything out. And when we get inflamed, stuff gets stuck up in there. And so it's important to cleanse the sinuses out on a regular basis in order so stuff doesn't get stuck in there. It causes infection. And honestly, I moved from Missouri to Texas back in '98, and I got sick and was getting sinus infections all the time because I was allergic to stuff down in here, but my body wasn't used to. And so I had sinus infections multiple times a year. And since I discovered the neti pot, literally I'm cleansing my sinuses. And some people do it just when they get sick. Other people do it whenever they get, just do it for prevention. And I do it for prevention because I want you to see how narrow my bridge is to my nose right there. So if you have a very narrow bridge, let's just think of our bodies like that's a tiny little passageway, right? So if I get swollen at all in here, everything gets clogged. So I do this daily, twice a day, morning and evening, as a part of my cleansing ritual. You can do it like that, or you can do it just as needed if you need to. So you ready to see how it works? Let's get started. So in this cup is just some distilled water. I have a teapot kettle that I use just to get it warm. It takes about, 30 seconds once I pour it in there to get it warm. So I'm just going to pour it directly into my neti pot over the sink, of course, to get in there. And then you just need about a teaspoon of your salt. Now the important thing is, guys, that it's non-iodized, so there's not any extra chemicals in here, there's no extra minerals in here, so it's just plain old sea salt, okay? And I'm gonna pour about about a teaspoon, dump it in here. You can use a spoon to stir it. I'm just gonna use my finger. I washed my hands right before I did this. Oh, and the most important part, you need to have a Kleenex available for as soon as it's ready. And you know, this goes in one side and out the other. Just like that. Isn't that lovely? And then about halfway through, I'll stop. Ooh, see how it just drains right out? And switch sides. You get a view of my bathroom. And it just pours right in and out. All the way through, cleaning out everything out of my sinuses. That's it. Painless. Done. Sinuses cleaned out. And the beautiful part is as long as it's not coming out yellow, you know that you really don't have any infection in your body. So as you have the cold and flu season going on, this is a really, really great tool to avoid having to get on antibiotics. Start this though, the first sign of a cold. Don't wait until the end, okay? Thanks so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you want your copy of my free beginner yoga video, go to www.yogaphobia.com. See you next time.